What's up guys, this is 1UX1 and today I'm going to tell you 7 signs that you know you're a UX designer. So if you want to know if you've got what it takes to become a UX designer, then number 1 would be the fact that you actually get annoyed and frustrated when you use a website or an app and it just doesn't work right. Then that's one sign that you feel those pain points, and that's essential to UX design. So if you're feeling those pain points, you're feeling friction, and you're getting upset, then that means that you have what it takes to become a UX designer. Because if you can't understand that design is bad, design is improving, then you don't know what it's like for users to do that. So that's number 1. Number 2 is if you're organized. There's no way you can become a UX designer if you're not organized, because there's so many files that you have to gather. So there's screenshots, there's wireframes, there's user research reports, there's reports that you need to share in different formats for different people. So for example, let's say you've created a design, you may need to screenshot it, create a PowerPoint to share with a senior manager because they're not around for the meetings. You may need to record them, so you have to save your videos and recordings. So you have to be very organized. So that's the second one. Number 3, to know if you're a UX designer, you need to know how to work with people. So you really need to be good at compromising, communicating clearly, and communicating well. Because a lot of people ask me, well, what do I do if I'm working with a team? What do I say? How do I communicate? The thing is, the teams are normally quite flexible. You just need to tell your colleagues what you're doing, so keep them posted with what you're doing at any particular time in the project and how long you're going to take to do that. That's the most important communication you need. So you need to be able to share your insights, your information easily, and also tell them what you're doing and when you're doing it, so that everybody knows what's going on. You normally have a Trello board or a Slack channel where you can share that, but it's still good. Normally have a daily stand-up. A daily stand-up is a meeting where you will meet your colleagues, whether it's virtually online or face-to-face, and you have it normally at 10 o'clock in the morning. Some companies do it at 11, some companies do it at 9 a.m. And you'll just tell what you're doing for that day. And everybody, the developers will also tell you what they're doing, the product manager will say what they're doing. So everybody knows what everyone's doing on that day. So that's a daily stand-up, and you just need to be good at communicating, telling them what you're actually going to be doing. Number 4, if you want to be a good UX designer, you must learn wireframing. There's no way you're going to get this job without wireframing. You do not need code. You don't need to know how to program. You do need to know how to wireframe, and the best way to learn wireframing is to watch my videos and download the free guides on UX design and UX research, and you can learn wireframing. One of the ways is to cheat, i.e. to screenshot any website that you like, bring it into Figma or Sketch, and then just trace it. That's a quick way to start learning. Trace and play, make mistakes, it's fine. It's going to take time to get better and better at wireframing, but you must know wireframing. You must practice it on a regular basis, and the minute you can copy in black and white, don't worry about the colors, copy a design, then you're on your way to becoming a wireframing professional. Expert will take time, but at least a beginner. So that's the next thing you need to know. The 5th thing you need as a UX designer, which is absolutely essential, is you must be a little bit tech savvy. I'm not saying become technical, but at least you should know how to use Microsoft Teams or Slack or Trello. If you've never used them, that's fine, because you can easily watch a YouTube video to learn that. But you need to have the common sense to use commonly used apps, because there's no way of working without those apps. The next one is actually being a people's person, actually caring about other people. If you genuinely care, you'll build a better design, because sometimes you have a choice. When you're wireframing, when you're designing, when you're ideating a new solution, you have a choice to do more work or less work. You know, you can choose the harder task because you know it's going to benefit users, or you could, if you weren't such a good person, go with the easier route and not bother with the finer details. So for example, let's say you got feedback on a page design and there were 10 recommendations and you only did 5 of them. That wouldn't be real care and empathy with the user. So if you looked at all 10 of those points and you implemented them, that would be a genuine good UX researcher. So you really want to show that you really genuinely care about the user. That's what user experience is all about. It's not just a slogan. It literally means you care about how they're going to use it and the pain points they're going to have. And last but not least, you must understand good design. So you must be always researching and thinking, reflecting on good design. How do you do that? You don't need to take out any extra time to do that. When you're using Uber, when you're using Amazon, just look at the design, look at the features, look at the functionality, look at how they solve problems, and implement that in your day-to-day job. So be critical, be analytical, think about design all the time, and you'll get to become a better UX designer. That's the way that you're going to improve, by copying others, learning from others, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the best way to actually improve. You may see somebody who's done something and you can even enhance it and improve it further. So just use that as one of your key skills. So I hope that was useful, guys. Download the free guides, and any questions, comments you have, drop the comments below and I'll create a video for you to answer your question. I'll see you on the next one. This is 1UX1.